let's talk about the power of the unconscious mind and the concept of the inner child. It's a truly profound way to help you with understanding yourself, your stuff, to process your stuff, i.e. inquiry. And I have pages here on that. That's where you actively go and heal your stuff, rather than just sitting and being present and just feeling it. This helps you process it. One of the most amazing things can be working with what you call the inner child. So that's the inner you, the 5-year-old you, the child you, however old that child is for you. Depends on the day, on your habits, on whatever you attach to that imagery. And to me, over the years, it's been extremely profound. There's a book by John Bradshaw called Homecoming. If you were to work through that book every day for like 6 months, you would be a different person, and you will understand your inner child very, very well. That's what I did. Actually, I did it for 9 months. So this is where your earnestness and your practice and giving things a good go really can pay dividends. And the inner child is one of those. In 2014, I did run a workshop called the Superhero Inner Child Weekend, where me and about 10 people, I did a workshop where we called in the Ascended Masters and Archangels and beings of higher vibration and their inner children. And it was magic. It was off the scale incredible. To experience the inner children of the Masters and the Angels and all that sort of stuff was life-changing. The gifts we were given were astounding. So this is the power of this stuff. And your child can come through in various forms, just as your intuition can. So there'll be 3 main types, and this is the same for aligning your 3 brains. So you got your mind brain, your logic. Sometimes the child can be very logical. Sometimes it's just straight out feeling, your heart. So what is the heart all about? It's about feeling, it's about caring, it's about being a good person. It's the moral compass, the heart. Gut. You know, every cop show on TV, the cops and the detectives talk about following their gut. So solar plexus, solar as in central, as in you, as in your stuff. And in your solar plexus is not just your solar plexus chakra, but there's also a big massive matter in there, in the mesentery, nerve matter. So you do have bleep for brains, and because it's your identity center, that's also where you store your crap. So following your gut works, kinda, because that's where you've got all your memories stored and your trauma stored and your cautions stored for the what can go wrong and what do I have to do in this situation because I've been here before and it didn't work out. So, you know, following your gut all the time means you're sort of following your emotions, not your feelings, your emotions. So emotions is baggage, which will have belief systems and gestalts, thought gestalts and parts around them. So you need to be careful with that one. So what I do suggest and mention in numerous videos and through this website is you align all 3 brains: tummy, heart, head. If you're worried, find out the reasons. Unlike Eckhart Tolle's meme of just worry has no purpose, it certainly does. Find out what, and then you can truly let it go once you've discovered the options. Common sense, pillar 9A. So if all 3 are aligned, then that's a good chance. And how do you align all 3? Come into presence, be grounded, be aware of what's going on in your body, your feelings, your emotions. So when all of those things are aligned and you're doing your inquiry, you're doing your processing, you're, I don't know, visioning what you do next with your life or what you're going to do with a relationship, you can go into that place and work with your child and ask for their advice and notice the child's behaviour. So sometimes if it's the wounded child, they're behaving in that way and it gives you a chance to access those emotions and feelings and process them. If it's what I would call, you know, the wise inner child, for me obviously it's the wizard or the wise man, and if you're a lady then it's, you know, the inner witch or the inner goddess or whatever. is also that wisdom aspect of you, because your heart is the gateway to your soul. Right? It's the giving, it's the caring, it's the moral compass center, and our heart, love, is the pathway to God. So, yeah, depending on how your child is representing itself to you, will give you an idea of what way you're working with stuff, because, you know, as you spend time working with your inner child, you may notice it does various things. So it's a totally profound process, and I may cover some of that in coaching with you if we are going into that sort of material. In the half timeline material I do, and some of them actually talk about working with your inner child and getting them to throw out a symbol and stuff like that, because that way it plugs up, it sort of removes the adult mind, the thinking mind, and comes more into the creativity, the feminine, the creative aspects. So, inner child. Totally profound. Something worth looking into for sure. But it is one of those tools that needs to be mentioned, and if you stay open to that, it's amazing what can happen as a result. So I'm Jason for AwakenedEssence.com.